Alright, got a match versus Cubik here to start off that hefty list I've got left. Hopefully I can win half of these games against all those players I've got. Anyway, I had a suspicion he'd lead with Sandstorm, honestly, but I didn't really do anything about it. So I guess I guessed it right, but I go to Breloom knowing he'll Stealth Rock instead of EQ, but I resist EQ anyway, so I wasn't really worried. And I'm hoping he'll switch because I don't really know what he's got with his team. So I kind of want to scout out a little bit first, and that's why I sub. Plus, just in case stuff like Sleep Talk Hera comes in and screws you over if you use Spore first. I almost always use sub first now. Anyway, he decides that he doesn't want to switch, so I have to put him to sleep, and he gives me no choice. Which, I guess Hippo's not a bad guy to have asleep, but I like putting sleepers to sleep instead so I don't have to worry about them. Anyway, now that he's asleep, I'm pretty sure he'll actually switch, unless he wants to stay in there and get 3-hit KO'd. So, gets me a good chance to put a sub up, and he goes to Metagross, so I get to see a little bit more. Granted, I guess it is Sandstorm, so it shouldn't be too suspicious, but it's just nice to know. Never waste a good sub, so may as well do some focus punching on it, and who knows, maybe get a crit, but I don't get a crit. I thought about seed bombing, I honestly did, but I wasn't about to risk that, because Sandstorm and Breloom just don't mix. I go to this guy, he's a new Weezing of mine, and CB Mash is apparently a hell of a lot stronger than I thought, because he just stroked my Weezing, so that sucks. So I switch out to something else to resist it. I happen to have a Metagross of my own, whom is defensive and resists it, so I'm not too worried. He switched for some reason, I'm honestly not sure why, but it works out in my favor, and I'm able to hit this guy with a nice big mash myself. And I decided to take off Life Orb and put out a CB of my own, and it strokes his T-Tar, so that's good, because I hate T-Tar. Anyway, he brings the Gross back in, and I did think about mashing, honestly, but I decided he probably has EQ, so I'm going to go to Gira. I know it won't intimidate, but if he mashes or if he EQs, I should be okay. However, CB is rather strong, and I wasn't okay. Figures, this is my Flail Gira, which is rather annoying because Sandstorm and Flail don't mix. Not like I have a chance to do anything anyway. I thought about Dragon Dancing just in case he felt like switching, but I figured it's not worth it. I need to make sure I get a kill, or at least do something with this Gira. So I do finish it off, in fact. And yes, while Gira looks like it's useless now, he becomes crucial later. I've got a spinner on my team, and so I know that if I spin, he'll come back for at least one more turn and be a death fodder, just make a nice meat shield if nothing else. So I go to Bliss, and I'm obviously, well, at least to me it's obvious, I guess, I'm expecting him to switch out, so therefore I'm going to switch out to something as well. I have no idea what he's going to go to, but I'm going to go to something. So I go to a Starmie such that I can rapid spin and save my Gira, and I know Regirock can deal some pretty hefty damage, but I feel pretty confident I should be fine. I get a freaking critical hit rapid spin. Does 6 damage, he said, which, oh my god, makes me so upset, almost. So, Starmie did its job. It's kinda useless now. I don't even think I could use it as death fodder later, and there'd be nothing to switch to. I already have Weezing and Gira like just about dead, so I decided to get some damage on it, and Regirock is beast, man, especially in Sandstorm, so it doesn't do a whole lot. I'm hoping I'm faster. I honestly don't even know. So I hopefully can Pain Split. And he knows that the Pain Split's coming, but every other one of his dudes is at just about full life. In fact, they are all at full life. So he couldn't do anything about that. I get the split off, which doesn't really do all that much, but it gives me an extra turn. It made him have a chance to miss, and now I'll hit him with a Will-O-Wisp, and hopefully I can live another hit. Instead, he actually misses for once, so it's like, hey, that's cool. I thought about Pain Splitting again, but I wouldn't gain anything out of it, I don't think, so I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to leave the Weezing for just to be another meat shield, so I'll have 2 of them hanging out. That's kind of nice. That's a nice utility to be able to have. Anyway, he goes to a PZ. I thought about bullet punching, because Metagross isn't going to be too threatened by Tri-Attack or by T-Bolt, but and just in case I didn't want to, I went to a Gira mostly just as fodder, and I'm See, this is interesting. Like, the switch to Blissey is obvious, and so I'm risking that maybe he will switch, and then I'll get a nice flail off at uber power, but it didn't happen, and I was fine with him being death fodder anyway, but I didn't want to go to that ever obvious bliss switch just yet. It's too often. So I go to it now, because now it's not a switch. I just bring it right in. And I'm kind of expecting him to switch as well, but excuse me, sorry about that. I can't speak. Actually, I don't even remember what I was thinking here, because this happened like 4 times. That's right. I expected him to switch, and that hopefully I could pain split something else. That's what happened. So his freaking Starmie just got rid of both my meat shields, and that sucks. So there those go. I bring in Bliss again, figuring that he doesn't want to switch now. I'll go with my Shadow Ball. Yes, Shadow Ball Blissy for the win. Serene Grace Hacks works like a charm every time, 60% of the time. Oh, I mixed that up. Oh well. So, just in case he wants to like Ice Beam and get some freeze hacks or something like that, I'm going to go with a soft boiled, because if I only take around 100 damage, then I'd rather just be at full health than not be at full health. So, brings in a Regirock, and I know this thing can pack Explosion, and he was talking to me on AIM earlier about that being one of his Blissey killers, and so I figured I need to keep this thing alive. So even if it is only just Stone Edge that he's got, I gotta make sure I keep Bliss alive. I'd rather lose something else. I go to Metagross to resist the Stone Edge or to resist the Explosion. I thought personally it was kind of an obvious switch and would have used EQ myself, but it works out in my favor. He thought Breloom was going to come in. I go with Bullet Punch, and thinking about it again after I selected it, I'm not sure why. I really should have done something else, because now I have to switch, because he'll bring Hippo in. Oh, he didn't bring Hippo in. He brings Starmie in, which still forces me to switch, really. I probably can't 2-hit KO. I'll go to Bliss anyway, just because I feel like it. And if he wanted to switch, then so be it. You know, good move on his part. I'll give it to him at that point. So now he knows I've got Shadow Ball, and I decide to keep going with it. Unfortunately, it doesn't KO, but I get some more Serene Grace hacks, so that's kind of nice, especially because the first one was nullified. So that's nice. I'm afraid of it having Recover, but I did just get a drop, so I know I'll be able to kill it anyway. And I think I went with the soft boiled. I didn't? Oh my god. I should have soft boiled. Oh. Take note of that, guys. I should have soft boiled there. I don't know why I didn't. Stupid me. PZ comes in. And folks, I think this is why I should have soft boiled. I mean, not I think. This is obviously why I should have soft boiled. I try and go for the soft boil now, but it's a little bit too late for that. So if I had another 400 hit points, I would have been able to work my way out of it. But I don't unfreeze, and I get 3-hit KO'd by a Bliss over this course of this period. So, soft boiling then, shadow balling Starmie later, definitely would have been nice. If it was freeze from Ice Beam, okay. But freeze from Tri Attack? Come on. A critical hit Rapid Spin? Please. Okay, thanks. Fucking, whatever. Stupid Bliss, you suck. Get out of here. Bring in the Metagross to hopefully scare him away with Bullet Punch, but I actually went through with Bullet Punch, so that was kind of dumb, but whatever. I did it, so be it. I'm hoping to God he won't have a 1-turn Wake, because if he does, I'm dead. He doesn't, which is good. So now, I can get a substitute off, and if he 2-turn Wakes, fine, I'll just put him to sleep, and I'll keep putting him to sleep until I get him to sleep long enough. So I get a 2-turn Wake, which is just about usually all I ask for with my luck. 3 is nice, especially after a freeze hacks. I would appreciate a 3, but I'm not too picky at this point. It's pretty much over, because I can easily just sleep this thing and finish off the Porygon Z, because I'll have a sub up. So there's not a whole lot he's got going on for him. I think I 3-hit KO with Seed Bomb, maybe 4-hit KO, I don't know. He wakes up, Ice Fangs, but no big deal. I just put him to sleep, put up a sub, finish off the PZ, and that's the match. So it was a hell of a lot of fun. It was hard. It was really freaking long. Look at that. Max time, just about 10:56. No credits. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully I'll have some more battles from that list coming up, and once those are done, I don't know. I guess I'll have to take some free battles. But thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Raffle until it sleeps.